So episode 5. I didn't have anything to say about this at first, but then I read the description of the episode from Paramount Plus, and it's talking about how like each tribe's gonna have to pick 2 different people, or like 3 more people to go into a journey of some kind again. It's very clear that we've just entered a different age where it's like now Survivor's relying more on its like twists and its turns as opposed to like the people they put on the show. You know what I mean? As if like the people here aren't interesting or something, which isn't true, but definitely a different era. Normally, I'm a big fan of Carolyn. You know, her goofy, wacky nature was always kind of a joy to watch. It was like a breath of fresh air. But here, it's kind of working against her now because she's just kind of going rogue with some things. And if she continues down this path, she may end up being like the easiest person ever to beat on Survivor. Easier than Dreams. Easier than Cass. So we'll see if she continues down that road. As for what move is best for her game, I don't know, because I mean, I think Yam Yam could probably talk to people more. Yam Yam, I keep mispronouncing his name. As for Josh was already kind of a black sheep. Of course, she doesn't know that, but I think either way, she's already like just down in numbers, and she may not find like a way to get in, especially if she lets her goofy nature run her social game. Because then at that point, it's like no one's going to want to work with her because they're sick of her. So I think just because of that, Rom probably just keep Jam Jam around, because if anything, he may be able to rein in people for you. But we'll see if she does that. I got to the first commercial break, and it wasn't really much. It was just that stuff with Carolyn, and then it showed Carson being able to collect information and get in a better position almost effortlessly, just people are accepting him. So not really much to say there on the Purple Tribe. Matt is still hurt, and I don't know, it looks like he's getting worse. I don't know if he'll be able to stay in the game. Considering his social play already, I don't think he'll make it to the final 3 or final 2 or whatever, especially if that shoulder is going to continually just like destroy his efforts in like any kind of immunity challenge or anything like that. I feel like people will just like see him as a target no matter what, just because of how he's played so far, even if he is in the background. Like no matter what, people are just gonna notice him. So I wish Matthew the best of luck. Also, as a random quick side note, I almost didn't even recognize Carson for a second there. Like, I mean, props to him. He can make Raggedy look good. Because like when you first see him, he's all trimmed up and he's like groomed and stuff like that. He has the big old glasses. And then when you look at him in this one scene, he's got all messy hair and he's got like a freaking mustache, and suddenly he's not wearing glasses, and it's like he's a different person completely. I'm pretty sure Carson's cheating. Someone call the ref. I got my first scene of Green Tribe, and I don't really buy what Franny's saying at all. The fact that there's so much open flirting between her and Matt, it's impossible to me that Jamie hasn't caught on unless she's completely oblivious, which I don't know, maybe she is. The episode's really trying to convince me she is, because like everyone's planning to like either blindside her or just lie to her face, and like no one's really suggesting otherwise as far as I know. But I mean, someone had to have told her. The fact that it was like such a big thing, like in the first 3 episodes or so, that they were just openly flirting with each other basically, and they're still kind of doing it now, even with a new person on that tribe. I don't buy the fact that Jamie doesn't know. But I mean, if she didn't, I mean, damn. I don't know whether or not to call it good gameplay or bad gameplay, because it's shocking. So what I just witnessed between Josh and Jam Jam about that social bond, about them coming out of the closet and stuff like that, that connection that they had, to me, that's good social gameplay. I don't know if people think the same thing, but to me, that's what that means, because at least it opened up a doorway for both Jam Jam and Josh to like work together and vote out Carolyn. Which, I mean, I suppose I'm still rooting for Carolyn, but at the end of the day, to me, that is what good social gameplay is, and I don't always see it. People always think like social gameplay is more like strategy and lying to people, but I don't think that's the case. Not fully, anyways. I think no matter what, whoever is going to come survive out of that vote, they have to like take Jam Jam, because I think Jam Jam can like connect with people socially. You know what I mean? As opposed to Josh, who's already got like a blacklist on him from like that one tribe. And then as opposed to Carolyn for just being like a wacky mess. Because at the end of the day, when you are down that many numbers, you may just be like the easy food before the tribe decides to try and go for the main course. You know what I mean? At the first merge, people are just kind of scared to like make a move because they don't want to be like the one to put their name on the target. I mean, when you look at last season, that's what happened to that one girl before Gabler took her out. You always want to have like your best foot forward, your best kind of politician forward when it comes to merge. Otherwise, you're not going to make it. Either that or you did some other crazy crap that no one else has been able to replicate, you know? Okay, so here's the thing. I was watching this, waiting for like the commercial break to cue Tribal Council, and I was going to stop it here. But right when I thought it was coming, I'm hearing something with the subtitles on saying engine rumbling, which probably means Matthew from the Orange Tribe was medically evacuated. So let's talk about what might have happened at that Tribal Council, because God, that would have been an amazing Tribal Council. One, that's one of the reasons why I like Karen, is she kind of like blew up everyone's game, and she's not afraid to do that, which to me, it's a little refreshing. It sucks for everyone else playing with her. No one wants to play against that. But you know, I think if anything, this medical evacuation was the best thing that could happen for all their games, because no matter what, somebody was getting screwed over, and somebody was going to be mad. You know what I mean? It was just a clusterfuck. You know what I mean? Carolyn calling out Josh's fake idol. Josh doing what I thought was a bad play about threatening with a hidden immunity idol. It never really works. Usually with like hidden immunity idols, when people threaten them with like an idol and it's fake, it doesn't work out because people will always call them out on it. And at least that's what history for this show has happened. But honestly, this season has been like the most successful when it came to fake immunity idols, because what they did was they let somebody else pick it up. You know what I mean? Instead of just keeping it for themselves and just threatening with it. So, if anything, it's been the most successful so far, just because like people are letting people be convinced that they have a hidden immunity idol. I'm getting off topic. Anyway, so Carolyn called out Josh, and now Josh is in a hot spot because Carolyn was just basically the third wheel on that freaking lunch between those two having a romance. Jam Jam's back on top, which I expected him to beat. I mean, people want to take Jam Jam. I don't know what would have happened. Like, I want to say I could have easily guessed what either Josh or Carolyn would do, but the thing is, I can't read Carolyn, and I sure as hell can't read Josh. So I don't, and I can't read Jam Jam. Like, I don't know what he would have done in that scenario. So yeah, that would have been a Tribal Council for the ages. But engines rumbling, so I mean the boat's coming to this island right now before Tribal Council even started, which means Matthew got medically evacuated. Let's see if I'm right. Okay, so yeah, Matthew did get medically evacuated. The next time on portion of the show, spoiled, the merge that's going to come up next. So, and the merge made it seem like the four people that are going to be like in the front of the spotlight are basically the people who were associated with the Purple Tribe, which is Carson, Carolyn, Jam Jam, and now Josh. It seems like those four are just going to do something with each other. You know what I mean? It's weird because like every now and then I'm like forgetting the names of people who are on the other tribe. So, but I remember everyone's Purple Tribe because I mean their tribal councils are just like they're just always in my face, which I don't know if that has to do with anything, if it's editing or anything like that, but that's what I'm noticing. I don't know. I'm just gonna vote it out. The merge is always hard to predict, so I'm looking forward to it. I'll see you guys then.